Welcome in everybody. The North Father is here. And we going live tonight. It sounds good to me. We're gonna be talking about a couple of topics. We're not gonna be on for a long time tonight. We're gonna get a couple of points across and we're gonna keep it moving, food for thought, and we'll be back. Time tonight. Hold on one second, guys. All right, all right. First, I want to know, will Mama Duck accept any plea deals if the feds come to her with one concerning Muwop? Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I've spoken about this here. It's kind of hard. First of all, she lost her son due to gun violence, and perhaps one of the worst ways that anyone could lose it. So brazen in broad daylight. The cops have their suspects. They read license plates over the air right after the shooting took place. So they already had names. They could have already swooped in and said, yo, let's grab these guys up. They could have swooped right in. But instead, they waited and they built a case. And the feds took over and Mama Duck's place. But we're going to get to that in a few seconds. Then we got Diddy. Did he do it? Diddy did it? Hey, I, for one, have nothing against homosexuality in no kind of way, shape, or form. I was raised and taught to respect everybody equal. But I, as a man, will not accept nor tolerate any homosexuality actions come towards my way. I will defend myself if that ever take place. And rightfully so, because I'm a man. But once again, I don't have nothing against homosexuality. Sean Combs, they saying he gay, this and that. That's his business. It's not a crime to be a homosexual. It's a crime to do other things that you make criminal along your path, your journey. If you're doing criminal things and if you masterminding your own criminal enterprise, whether it's small or large, you got to respect the jokes. You know, one day you're a target to go to jail for your crimes. And that's what Diddy left a long trail for years. I'm going to go way back when Biggie Smalls made his Ready to Die album. And it was the song Me and My Biatch. Me and my bitch, excuse me, YouTube, but me and my biatch, me and my bitch. And Biggie said a verse when it came on. When I met you, my first thought was the trick. You look so good, I suck on your daddy's, ooh, ooh, ooh. Don't want to say that word, but it's D-ah. You know what I mean? You look so good, I suck on your daddy's D. That's not cool. If I was a rapper rapping over a verse like that, I would make it more like, when I met you, my first thought was the slick. You look so good, I suck on your mama's clit. I would rather say that. I mean, and it's not my rhyme, it's not my rap. But if I had a choice of what to say between one or the other, believe me, I would use the other and not the first one. Because I ain't sucking on no girl look so good where you suck on. But it seems to me now, all these years later, somebody put that line in there for him. Sean Combs has left a long line of homosexuality for decades, but that's his business. When you committing crimes, whether it's due to homosexuality or young girls or whatever videotapes he might have of somebody else, that's for him and the feds to figure out. And you gotta respect the feds' jokes, and we got to respect their situation, how they roll. Even if it seems to me that somebody tipped Diddy off that they was coming, because he sure was out of there. And in my opinion, Diddy never left the country. Was how good are the feds if Diddy left this damn country? If he was going to leave the country, he had to leave the country at least 2 weeks before. A week is cutting it thin. Because 4 or 5 days before, the feds know all the time that they making a run. And they made the run on Monday. So obviously they had to wait for the warrant to clear over the weekend. So everything was set. All they had to do was let the weekend go by. And they make their run at him. So at least that whole weekend, they watching the airports and everything, because y'all already know y'all gonna make the run. Y'all just gotta wait for the warrant to actually clear. If it's 72 hours before you can run up on them, you can't run up on them in 56 hours, 65 hours, 71 hours. You have to wait 72 full hours. And then after that, then you execute your search warrant. And as far as his sons, they was caught as far as like they was just like props. Let's just handcuff them to shake them up, blah blah blah, because they didn't commit no crime. So they say unless they got something on them. From what I heard, they released. So that was just to scare them. Yeah, boy, you going to jail too. You going to jail too. So handcuffing his sons was just to intimidate them. Really nothing more. You coming in the house with a search warrant. You can search the people in the house. If somebody got drugs on them, you can't link the drugs to the house because the drugs is on their personal possession. The same as a gun. If a guy got a gun on his waist, you can't say that's a part of the house. Unless you're on parole, they can say anything. You within the vicinity of a person carrying an illegal gun. See, us black people got to know our rights. But obviously, Diddy knew they was coming. Because they never tell you when they on coming. You be all chilling in the bed, got you a nice little blunt rolling early in the morning, and all you hear is boom, open the door, open the door. It's a raid. The feds or narcotics or whatever kind of game you dealing with, some officers is banging your door down out of nowhere. Once the warrant clears, I say he hidden one of them underground tunnels. I say Diddy is still in the U.S. and I'm not snitching, but we have underground tunnels in Brooklyn that many people don't even know we have. They old tunnels. Brooklyn is full of subway tunnels. You got the A, the C, the E on one tunnel. They separate and they join back up. You got the F. You got the G. You got the N. You got the L. You got shit. You got the D, the B, the R. You have at least 15, damn near 20 subway trains. And I ain't mentioned the 1, 2, and the 3, the 4, the 5, and the 6 trains yet, the 7. I ain't mentioned them trains yet. So you have damn near 20 different subway trains taking you from your home to work or to your destination. There's tunnels underground that us black people really don't know too much about. When you riding in the train on tunnel, you see the old stations from 40, 50 years ago. They got underground cities under that, on the side of that. The Jewish group, shout out to the Jews, no disrespect. They got the church on Kingston Avenue, the headquarters on Kingston Avenue. They've been doing construction on that thing for about 25, damn near 30 years. That building was starting to look old. One day they covered it up. They put up the walls and the scaffolding and did work on it for years and years and years, for decades. Now they being linked to having underground tunnels, because underneath that is the damn subway station, Kingston Avenue subway station, three train. So right on the other side of them walls will be the underground to the Jewish headquarters. There's tunnels all in Brooklyn. So I wouldn't be surprised if Diddy got tunnels in his house. Coming from New York, it's a lot of landmark tunnels been underground since the 1800s and everything like that. So I wouldn't be surprised at all. These tunnels are so old, but we don't know it. They fixed them suckers up, man. They could go underground and live, man. People live underground. They live in the damn homeless people live on the train tracks in the back over there. You got a whole area where you can get blank. They live in there. So Diddy hiding in tunnels don't surprise me. Allegedly, Mama Duck, Mama Duck. May God bless her, man. You know, I like Mama Duck's style. I like the way she handles herself. You can tell Mama Duck is from the hood. She's a hood woman. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say a hood chick. She's past being a chick now. She's a grown woman. She's a full grown hood woman. You know what I'm saying? She know the streets as well as anybody else. She know the ups and downs. She know the hoods, even though the faces change and people change and who was once your friends is not your friends anymore. She come to learn that. That come with the territory of being in almost every hood. His friends I was friends with 30 years ago, they don't speak to me now, or they act funny. I mean, I have nothing against nobody. You go your way, I go mine. Don't get hurt. Nah, I don't want no problems. You know what I'm saying? But it's rumors going around that Lil Durk was going to get out of jail. This, that, and the third. If Durk was, I mean, not Lil Durk, excuse me, Muwop, aka Marcus Smart, Muwop is looking for ways of getting out of jail now, and I mean, you can't blame him. If he's gonna stall the proceedings, if he's gonna stall the sentencing, like if they supposed to be getting sentenced in June, and he pulls some funny stuff where the sentencing gets pushed to December, and they giving him time to exhaust his appeals or whatever, that's what they do. Mama Duck will be upset, and she'll probably be impatient. She want to get over with, but that's how it works with the feds. The court system can do whatever they want. They can set the sentencing for 2027 if they want. But they're going to give everybody a fair opportunity in their eyes to fail at being set free one more time, and then they done. Because you're dealing with young kids. You're trying to transform, even though some is in their 30s, some is in their 20s, mid-20s, early 20s. There's 5 of them now. One committed suicide. But you have to transform these kids' minds into understanding that they never coming home. So we're gonna leave them here for a while where it's not too bad. They'll get into their fights. We'll postpone, get them something to think about their days to go about fast, and they'll try to reread law books and go over the pages again and again and try to find out a way out of here. We'll give them the opportunity to do that. But all in all, what we're really doing, even if it's not exactly that way we doing it, but what we're really doing is by them sitting here, we are preparing them to spend the rest of their life in jail. And that judge, he's gonna lay it into them. You get judges that sit there, they stay quiet in the whole case, they be polite, this and that, they don't argue. But on sentencing day, when they have their say, they blow it down. A judge can say some of the most cruelest things in mankind, and you know you're going to jail, whether you're doing 10 years or the rest of your life. The last words you hear before you walk out that courtroom is the words the judge say to you, and it sticks with you. And he wants it to stick with you. He wants you to remember his face as long as you sit in that cell. Triple X to Tension, rapper, lost his life. Kids try to rob him, and they wind up taking his life. They in jail for the rest of their life. Like that judge told that young boy, you are in here for the rest of your natural life. The only way you get out of this jail is when we come to your cell one day and we see you have passed on in life. Like you gone, you dead. That's the only way you leave these prison walls. And that's what Muwop family gotta understand. They saying Muwop didn't do it. If Muwop didn't do that crime, if he wasn't there, he has every right to come home. Because if he wasn't there but knew what happened, believe me, he would have told by now. Damn right, he would have told everything. I wasn't there. I got out the car, but they told me what happened. This what happened. They went. The kid with the car, Los, his baby mama said she picked him up too. But I'm not gonna get into that. I'm like, that's. I'm gonna keep dropping my understanding on it. If you know for a fact that your son did not take FBG Duck life, I'm talking to Muwop's mother, with all due respect. When you entered that courtroom and you seen Mama Duck in there, all right, I don't expect you to break your neck to go all the way over there to talk to her, but y'all gonna cross paths. Or through your lawyer. Listen, my son didn't do that to your son. Now, wherever it go after that, guilty, not guilty, hung jury, whatever. But if you feel in your heart that he didn't do it, you owed it to that mother to utter those words. If you don't say another word, you said that. And that looks good in the eyes of the courtroom because the damn judges, the district attorneys, stenographer, defense attorneys, all of them be on YouTube. See, back in the days, we had to wait. Like when there was a high-profile court case, and if a person was there, and they go home, they had to wait to the 11 o'clock news, the 10 o'clock news. If they missed the 6 o'clock news, then they had to wait the next day for the damn newspapers to come out and say what happened. And sometimes it don't be enough to people. Now we got social media. You get thousands of stories on something that's going to give us 1,000 stories. That's going to give 1,000 people a reason to write a story about that situation. We the TV, we the 6 o'clock news, the 10 o'clock news, the 11 o'clock news, the 5 a.m. news, the 6 a.m. news, the early morning, the 4 a.m. news. We the damn newspapers. Even if we still in second place, we everything now. Social media is everything. Because anybody could grab a mic and speak what's on their mind. This is the Nod, man. I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet, but I'm not finished yet. So you got all the misbehavior. That's why, I'm a weird guy. I be wanting to talk junk on my panel, and you see my sign, no fighting, LOL. We gonna have a mature audience. We all gonna come up here. We gonna kick it. We gonna have a mature audience. I don't need no wet t-shirt contest and all that up here. We need to speak what's real up here and vibe with each other. We're gonna have an older, mature crowd. We're gonna rock the house. We got the young ones here too. Because we need to finish educating our young. And we could talk amongst each other on how to continue to educate our young. Because a lot of us parents messed our kids up because we didn't teach them how we were supposed to have taught them. We gave them the love, we spoiled them, but it's certain lessons in life that we were supposed to drop jewels on our children, and we didn't. Some things, I didn't know it. My son said it one time, but certain things he had to figure out for himself. We all had to figure out stuff for ourselves. But at least I gave you the love, and you know what I mean? But let's get back to Mama Duck. So all the misbehavior in the courtroom, right? All the misbehavior in the courtroom, everybody making frowns at her, they frowning at her, they take their finger and pow, pow, pew, pew, pew. See, the judge watches all of that. Some people in that courtroom watch all that. They pretty much know what's going to happen in the courtroom, or they pretty much know how they feel, how it should go, even if it don't go the way they thought. You know what I'm saying? But not only are they watching the people sitting at the table, the defendants, the people who committed the crime, they not only watching them, they watching their families sitting behind them. Especially if they're white people, no disrespect. Shout out to the white people. You got no white people that's in high positions, officials like judges and lawyers, district attorneys, stuff like that. You have to act a certain way in front of them, especially when one of your loved ones' lives is at stake, is on the chopping block. When your loved one's life depends on 12 people he never met in his life, that's called a jury. They're not only looking at, of course, he's a good kid sitting at the damn table. What can he do? He going back behind bars when he finished in the courtroom. They looking at his family and how they acting. And that plays a lot in a person's opinion of guilt. Oh, you can see how his mother acting, his father acting. Yeah, he's guilty. Yo, they already have a perception of us. As soon as they see our face, as soon as they see our name, as soon as they know we coming, as soon as we arrive. And that's where Muwop is losing at. His mother being lured into an argument with FBG Duck moms is what the people in that courtroom want to see. They want that drama. They want that drama. Now, say if they don't like her or her, whoever her is, if they don't like her, number one, and if her son's sitting at that table, guess what? They don't like him neither. They might not like her number two, but they rooting for her a little bit more. When FBG Duck was, when they announced that he lost his life, his mother said she heard somebody clap, clap, clap. Do you know what this one? And that wasn't even nobody family. That was the people. Do you know what this woman had to endure, man? No, we don't know. We don't understand. We seen it. We witnessed it. Respect that jokes, man. Respect that situation. Be afraid because God forbid, I don't want to say it. I don't want nobody child, my child, nobody. I don't want nobody parent me, nobody. Y'all know where I'm getting at. But this is the Nard. Hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get it popping. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with going live and building myself up. It's my fault. Because when I start getting up a little bit, I take 2-3 months off from YouTube, take a month off, or I'll stop posting. From now on, I'm working from ground zero straight up. We gonna get there. Believe that. Y'all have a good night. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, yeah, because Friday, I don't know. I don't think I'm working tomorrow night. So I'll be on if I don't. And y'all have a good night. Peace.